skies. It's not too blue. I'll tell you one thing, Lindsay, that guy wouldn't play for Bud Grant, would he?
Cincinnati Bengals moving the ball from their own 15-yard line on the ground, and it was Pete Johnson carrying. And he got it out there for about 5. Troy Archer made the stop.
Jack Gregory.
That is Gregory getting up slowly.
Very slowly. They're going to have to
come and have some attention for Gregory.
Says my whole leg's numb. This is Brian Kelly head on. And everybody, Jack Gregory comes back and gets crunched.
Gary Jeter has come onto the field now. That's Jeter, number 70, former All-American at Southern Cal. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Bengals. They have the ball at their own 20-yard line, just across the 20. Archie Griffin, and he gets it up close to the 25. Make it Pete Johnson, beg your pardon. First and 10. Ben Bush now coming in offensively. Atlanta is leading Tampa Bay 17-0 in the third quarter. Apparently this is not going to be the day for Tampa Bay.
One thing about it, every team that goes to play Tampa Bay is scared to death.
Says they're the most feared team in the National Football League. First and 10.
Everybody's afraid they're going to come out of that sleep.
Now this is Archie Griffin. He only got a yard.
Good play by
Brad Van Pelt.
Oh, we can pick up Van Pelt here. He plays off the block good. There's Johnson slipping. Sweep left with Archie Griffin. And now on the top of your screen, watch Brad Van Pelt. Played off the block. Good tackle. Well, that's why he's been in the Pro Bowl.
2nd down and 9 yards to go at the 26. What happens, Paul, if you run a deep pattern and collide with a sweeper? Sweepers rush out between plays and sometimes don't quite get back. It's Corbett in motion across. Corbett on the screen right. Well, no, it's Brooks. It's Brooks. Corbett went in motion, but the pass receiver was Brooks. Martin was over there. So was Bryant.
Everybody slipped with George Martin, and he made the stop. Here's the screen. And they're just hoping somebody's going to fall down on the outside here. Here's Brooks. Now he slips. Brian Kelly slips. Brooks gets back out at good pursuit by George Martin.
Loss of a yard on the play makes it 3rd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Brooks and Corbett a double left.
I don't think we've had a turnover today. Do you believe that?
Ken Anderson throwing to Brooks, but didn't quite get there. Sort of end over end and a big bounce. That'll bring the punter out for the Cincinnati Bengals. Pat McAnally coming on to kick the football.
That's absolutely right, Lindsay. It's amazing. We have had no turnovers in this football game. We've had a couple of fumble recoveries by their own team. Cincinnati is very lucky on a couple of occasions.
For the Giants deep, we have 3 receivers and 4 sweepers.
And they're still on the field.
McAnally waiting for Johnson's snap.
Last 2 punts, he's hit for 49 yards.
This one just seems to be held up a little. Taken by Perkins, and he's skidding around.
That's 34-yard punt this time for McAnally.
Anderson and Phillips downfield to make the tackle.
Now let's see what we can get going here. Well, that's something everybody's going to enjoy. Bing Crosby's Merry Old Christmas, Wednesday at 9 p.m., 8 Central and Mountain. Don't miss that. That's with his whole family. Go ahead, Linz.
It was recorded before his untimely death, and you'll see it on CBS Wednesday at 9, 8 Door refrigerator, clear
I could think of something else to put on my back besides the refrigerator.
That's all on the CBS Sports Spectacular next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Pisarcik over to talk to McVeigh now. He might want to ask McVeigh some questions that would be difficult to answer right here.
Well, I tell you, they've been having problems going inside tackle on short yardage, even though they got the two big backs, Zonka and Spencer, in there. I would say to go outside, Lindsey, and just hope you get a one-on-one situation, and the momentum of one of those big backs is going to go by one of those small safety men and pick up the touchdown. They've got 2 downs, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. They're not going to try any field goal.
Zonka and Spencer are split.
Look at them dig in.
Zonka.
Not going to make it that way.
Oh, no. Big Zonk rebounded. Harris was there, and so was Cameron. 4th down coming up.
Here it is. High above the end zone. Zonka just sticks his head down. Nobody touched 2 or 3 Cincinnati Bengals. It's Bo Harris 50.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line. McVeigh along the sideline.
They got the speed in there now. I bet they're going to try to go outside. Hammond's in.
Hammond's the tailback. Zonka's the upback.
Watch Jimmy Robinson again.
Pisarcik throwing incomplete, and the ball goes over. Attempted to pass it in to Hammond. I beg your pardon. It was to Boyd Brown. Boyd Brown was the intended receiver.
There was a flag down on the play against the Giants, and I'm sure they're going to refuse it.
And the ball will go over. It is declined. There's Boyd Brown, 4-year veteran from Alcorn A&M.
Here it is again, Lindsey. They fake it. Hammond's on the inside. He's looking for Robinson. Has to go to the outside. Incomplete.
Stuntman, you get the bruises instead of the glory. You hit the deck and bite the dust till your bones ache. But now comes Miller time. Time to reach for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Announcing a unique new motor oil from Exxon Research that can actually save money. New Golden Natural Uniflow. Uniflow was tested in cars like yours. After break-in, it delivered an overall average of 16 extra miles per tank full. Savings like that could cut your gasoline bill the equivalent of about 3 cents a gallon. New Uniflow motor oil is Exxon's best engine protection ever. It conserves gasoline, saves money.
Bengals have the ball. Anderson 5 for 7, 154 yards. He's got Mike Cobb and Jim Corbett both in there at tight ends now. They want a little running room. He's got Tony Davis and Pete Johnson in the stud back. Well, pull back for a safety. Are they going to spot it across? They're going to spot it across. I think it's going to be spotted across. Giants thought they had one. I thought they had one for a brief moment. Troy Archer made the tackle.
Boy, Troy Archer. Now, you see him right at the left of your screen there. Now, the guard tried to block him to the outside. He dipped inside and came outside. Now, that's how quick Troy Archer is.
Pete Johnson, the ball carrier, and he just got out.
Now, there's the goal line right here. Let's see where he's forward move. Lindsey, in my estimation, that is a safety.
It looked it for all the world. Second down play coming. From the end zone, Anderson throwing long to Brooks. The defender was Bill Bryant.
Brooks licking his chops over there, Lindsey. He had exactly what he wanted. Billy Bryant was back there man on man. He didn't have any inside help.
That'll bring up third down with the ball on the 1 yard line as Brooks returns to the huddle.
How about Brooks? Never started a game for Oklahoma. If you remember, he played behind Tinker Owens. Tinker Owens, of course, a brother of Steve Owens, always started. And Billy Brooks, I think senior year, he caught about 12 or 13 passes. They had a good day against Michigan in the Orange Bowl, but was the number 1 draft choice.
Johnson's in the left set. Johnson's got the ball. He gets out there to the 4. And the punting unit comes on. Now the Bengals will be punting from deep in their own territory. It'll be McAnally. Back there to punt. Hammond has dropped back for the Giants. They've got Stanky back there as well. They've got Robinson back there. Giants will be trying to put all the pressure they can on McAnally here. He's been booming them today. Booms another.
Look at this. Unreal.
Hits on the 44-yard line of the Giants. It is rolling to the 31-yard line and is down at the 31-yard line by Tony Davis. First and 10, Giants at their own 31.
65-yard punt. Boy, I'm telling you, these guys have done such a fantastic job of kicking. McAnally had 2 49-yard punts early, and he gets one for 65. There it is for the National Mythical Championship. And my man sitting to my left, Lindsey, 17 Cotton Bowls Lindsey Nelson has worked, and that's a record.
That means I spent 17 New Year's Eves in Big D.
That's right. I spent the last one with you. We had a ball down there.
First and 10 now. Sargent slipped a little on the retreat. Now throws long to Coder, and Coder can't hang on. Coder could not hang on to the football, bumped into Parrish. Marvin Cobb there.
Coder's still down. That's a tough catch. He got hit. Perfect timing that time by Marvin Cobb, the free safety. I tell you, Prosarchik, probably the best he's looked all year long, and even under these conditions. He puts it right on the money. Just a streak right down the inside. Now watch, he got hit right in the ribs. Right there by Marvin Cobb. Great timing on the play.
So Coder is down and getting attention.
He played right down the road here in Lexington, Kentucky, where the University of Kentucky had such an outstanding year. I tell you, football's on the upswing in Kentucky. University of Louisville's going to a bowl. Kentucky would have gone to a bowl. They'll be back next year.
60 minutes coming up at 7, 6 Central and Mountain Time on CBS. How did a tiny country like East Germany run away with 40 Olympic gold medals? That's one of the stories tonight on 60 Minutes on CBS. And there is the Bengals. Second down and 10 yards to go at the 31-yard line. Zonk on Hammond. Zonk is in the slot right. Sarchik. A little delay pass to Hammond. And he picked up about 8 yards. Got it to the 38. 39. Reggie Williams in to make the tackle. Make it 7 yards. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 3.
Doug Coder comes back in. He's all right. Just shaking up on that last play.
Coder and Hammond in the Giant backfield. 3rd and 3. Coder got the first down.
Good leg movement. Well, he kept his balance that time. And that's what you have to do in a field like this. Let's watch the offensive charge here. Center blocking left. That's Carl Chandler. The guard comes through, gets a standoff on the middle linebacker, and Coder just keeps his balance and nudges forward for the first down. Good running and good blocking under these conditions.
Now time is running out, and it has run out. We now pause for a word from your local station.
A radical group of vigilantes gets a new recruit, a somewhat naive Archie Bunker, tonight at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on CBS.
Paul Horning, I realize you haven't noticed it, but there's some very pretty people here
I
in
tell you,
Cincinnati.
that's a fresh look of winter, isn't it? They don't bother around here. That's some pretty ladies.
She doesn't even know it's snowing on her hat. First and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Lindsey Nelson and Paul Horning in Cincinnati. First and 10 at the 41-yard line for the Giants. Cincinnati leading 27-6. Persarchik rolls right and sets. Pumps once and throws. Incomplete. Trying to hit Shirk. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line. Bo Harris was covering. Minnesota 13, Green Bay 6 at the end of the half.
Within striking distance.
Minnesota leading the Chicago Bears by a half game in the Central Division of the National Football Conference.
And they got the easiest road, the Bears, the last couple of games. We play Tampa Bay next week.
Coder ahead of Hammond in the I formation. Persarchik. Shirk incomplete.
Off his hand again.
Marvin Cobb covering third and 10 at the 41.
Well, Lizzie, you might as well go ahead and throw it every play almost, because I don't think Cincinnati's going to blitz that much. It takes so long to get to the quarterback, and boy, when you blitz, you get yourself in a man-to-man situation. A little slip in that secondary could cause 6. 12 out of 25 for 119 yards for Parkway Joe.
You saw the real Bengal a moment ago, and that's the ersatz Bengal. Third and 10. Persarchik. Oh, boy. Corey Bacon got there. Corey Bacon.
He led the league last year in sacks. They did not blitz. That Gary Burley, he's a cheerleader, isn't he? You got to be ready when you play alongside him. He gives you a couple forearms in the back. Here it is. Coy Bacon will come. Persarchik. Here comes 79, Coy Bacon.
So Dave Jennings has come in to do the punting now for the Giants. Davis is center deep.
Look at this. Beauty.
Davis has it at the 25. He's at the 30, 35, and to the 37-yard line.
45-yard punt by Jennings.
First and 10 for the Bengals at their own 37. Ellenbogen was downfield to make the tackle. So the score is the Bengals 27, the Giants 6, and we have 14 minutes, 29 seconds left to play in this game.
Sir. It's about time you're here. Another late night, I presume? Well, let's get started. The first thing we have for your assignment is this micro-cassette tape recorder.
Genius. Did you design this, sir?
Well, no, actually. It's a Sony. Next is this radio with 32 worldwide bands, can tune in just about any place.
Extraordinary. Who gets the credit for this one?
This is a Sony, too. You'll also need this ultra-compact portable video camera, and we're going to mount this 5-inch color TV in your car, along with this Betamax deck for playback.
Remarkable. Are they,
Yes, they're Sony also.
Excuse me, sir, but did you just walk into a store and buy these?
Well, yes.
Well, keep up the good work, sir.
If it's a little extraordinary, chances are it's a Sony.
A little music to keep spirits high here in Cincinnati.
How'd you like to be a trumpet player in a day like this?
First and 10 for the Bengals at their own 37-yard line. Hey, Johnson.
You know, the Bengals haven't done a thing here in the second half, Lindsey, and they just look like they're sitting on that lead, a 21-point lead. The Giants are just hoping for a turnover or some big break. Yeah, they blew an opportunity to put 7 on the board. inside the 10-yard line. Right there.
What's in the cup? Second down and 5 at the 42-yard line. Johnson again. And a first down and across into Giant territory.
Yes, Pete Johnson, the upback, the fullback. He's the leading rusher for the Bengals. He breaks a tackle there by Harry Carson. And he rumbles for the first down.
At the 44-yard line of the Giants. Paul, if my hands is a cold, I can't hold a pencil. The ball player's hands must be a lot worse.
It sure is. And I've seen a lot of occasions where ball players would get frostbite after a game like this. They're putting their hands down in that snow, and even though they're using golf gloves and the whole thing, they get very, very cold and freeze up.
Pete Johnson again. Stopped after a gain of about 2 to the 42. That'll make it second down and 8. Harry Carson and Brian Kelly made the stop.
Yeah, most of your linemen will wear gloves. And most of your receivers today are using those golf gloves. They put Stickum on it. Holland right there, 76, he doesn't have any gloves on.
Second down play. Johnson again. Driving into the 35-yard line.
240 pounds.
Mendenhall was there on the tackle with Jim Stanky.
Johnson has 54 yards and 7 carries. There's the Giants' bench. There's the warm-up gloves. Now they've got all kind of help on the sidelines once you come out. First thing you do is you run to one of those ball boys or assistant trainers and grab whatever you can to keep warm.
They're down about 1.5 yards to go. Tony Davis in the left set, Pete Johnson in the right set. This is Davis. Burrows through for the 1st and 10 as the Cincinnati Bengals keep their drive alive.
They're just eating up time off that clock now. Good offensive surge. There it is, a little cross blocking. You see the tight end, or almost see the tight end and tackle blocked down. The guard pulls out. Another angle. He slips, keeps his balance. Hand off to Tony Davis off the right side. He hits Brad Van Pelt, keeps his balance for a couple more.
It's at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Johnson. And inside the 30 and on down to the 27-yard line. Picked up about 5 to make it 2nd and 5. Harry Carson made the tackle. 4 inches of snow are expected now by the Weather Bureau, and the present temperature here in Cincinnati is 26 degrees. We have 10 minutes, 36 seconds remaining to be played in this game. And if you wondered where winter was, it arrived.
Here. It's right here.
Archie Griffin's in the left set, Pete Johnson in the right for the Bengals. That's Johnson again, getting a day's work.
Yep.
It's inside the 20-yard line.
And the offensive line now for Cincinnati beginning to really dominate on the running. They're just clearing them out. Pete Johnson has been a workhorse in this drive.
It is spotted at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Cincinnati. The Bengals having come in here with a record of 5 wins and 5 losses. Brooks is in a wide right, McDaniel in a wide left. Johnson again, Pete Johnson.
Carson right there.
Got very little. Carson and Kelly. Got it 2nd and 10 at the 19. Glenn Bujnak comes in there at guard now.
Well, Anderson has been very content, Lindsey, to keep the ball on the ground, eating up that clock. It's down under 9 minutes now. And he's getting to a situation where he might put it upstairs. What is it, 2nd and 10?
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line. Archie Griffin inside the 10. Stopped just at the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. Archie Griffin.
I tell you, he showed great balance today. He's made about 5 or 6 spinning moves off this turf after he's gotten hit. This offensive line just doing the job now. There it is. You can see guard pulls through. Linebacker does not come up quick enough, and Archie Griffin does the rest. Watch the hit here. Now he spins off this turf. He got hit by Jim Steineke and almost got in for 6. He fumbled the ball, but it was ruled he was already down.
That makes it 1st down and goal to go just outside the 5-yard line. Davis is in the left set, Tony Davis, and Pete Johnson's in the right set. 1st down and goal to go. Motion across. Tony Davis. No gain. Stopped at the 5-yard line.
Flag down on the far side.
Brian Kelly made the stop. Offsides is the indication, and it is against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Giant sideline. And there is Boyd Brown. Tight end.
Got hit by a snowball. Somebody just threw a snowball at him. Things are bad enough. You got to have fans hitting you with the head with snowballs.
Encroachment, 81. Offense lined up offside. Down.
That's Jim Corbett.
He's got a touchdown pass today. His first.
Still 1st down. It's goal to go, and the ball's out the 10-yard line now. Archie Griffin in the left set. Pete Johnson in the right.
Going for number 4, Lynn.
Anderson throwing, and it's deflected out of the hands of Brooks. The last moment, Bill Bryant.
Billy Brooks was open for his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. From the end zone, Kenny Anderson just a half roll to the right. The pocket just moves over to the right. Troy Archer gets to the inside. Now Brooks is open, but just a good defensive play. You can't see it there at the end, but that's Billy Bryant sliding on his stomach.
It'll be a 2nd down and goal to go. Out of the I formation, Johnson ahead of Archie Griffin. Archie Griffin pulled out.
Troy Archer was right there.
He was. Archer got to him. At the 14, 3rd and goal.
High from the end zone. See the guard pulling, but Troy Archer beat the penetration. You know, Lindsey, Kansas City next week for the Cincinnati Bengals, if they can beat Kansas City next week at Kansas City, they've got a date here, the Bengals with Pittsburgh on a Saturday, and they feel if they can win all 4 of them, they'll be in the playoffs.
3rd down and goal to go. You saw John McVay. Ken Anderson batted down at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 4th and goal.
Archer got his hand up.
So here comes Chris Barr.
See if we can pick up the block here. There's number 77 with his hand up. There it is.
Troy Archer. Marvin Cobb is in to hold. A 32-yard attempt for Chris Barr. McVay. A 32-yard field goal attempt is good for Chris Barr. And the Cincinnati Bengals go out in front now by a score of 30-6. We have exactly 7 minutes remaining to be played in this game.
Here in Chicago, we're evaluating the world's first lightwave communication system, carrying our customers' voice, data, and video. A half-inch cable like this can contain enough glass fibers to carry as many phone calls as 6 of those copper cables. Besides increasing capacity, someday this system will help keep costs down. We've taken lightwave communications out of the labs. We've put it under the streets, and it's working.
Bell System Technology, keeping your phone system the best in the world.
Ford introduces Futura, a dramatic combination of styling and technology for 1978 and beyond. Futura, designed by computer modeling and aerodynamic testing. It can provide excellent fuel economy and room for 5 passengers as well. Futura, designed for 1978 and beyond. Realistically priced for today. See your Ford dealer for a personal test drive.
Cincinnati in 12 plays moved 49 yards and kept the ball 7-29. Chris Barr kicking off, sort of scribbed it a little bit. Picked up and dropped at the 25, returned up across the 30 to the 35-yard line, the 36-yard line.
That was Andy Selfridge.
Or Ralph Hill. So it is 1st and 10. Mixed Team Golf Championship coming up Saturday, December 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sunday, December 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as well.
That'll be Arnold Palmer, Sandra Palmer, defending champion Chichi Rodriguez, Joanne Washam. The team I like, Ben Crenshaw and Judy Rankin. I think that's a pretty good pair. Hit the golf ball.
Pisarcik. Out to Hammond. Short yardage. Reggie Williams bounced him out. Pick up about 4 yards on the play. Moorhead coming into the huddle there, number 80, Emery Moorhead. Second down and 6 yards to go. Pisarcik works the other side, incomplete. Robinson. Jennings, punter.
I tell you, the most amazing thing about this football game, folks, there has not been one turnover.
That's the way the punter stays
Loosens
warm.
up, that's right. But can you imagine in these kind of conditions, Lindsay, watching a football game without a turnover? It's tough enough on just a nice sunny day without a turnover.
Third down and 6 for Sargent. 13 for 27, 123 yards. For Sargent on the right flat to Coder. He skates along. Perkins skates along beside him.
You're safe at third. Looks like Pete Rose coming into third base here. Here's a little screen pass, a little flare pass control out to the right side. Not a screen pass, it's just a safety valve. And Coder, depending on where they mark it, very close to the first down.
That's what they're discussing at the moment. Coder was trying to keep his balance long enough to get to those sticks. Referee Cal Lepore seems to be saying that it is 4th down. Giants seem to be saying we don't think so. Especially Doug Van Horn does not think so. But Lepore is the referee, and he said it's 4th down and less than a yard to go. Van Horn doubtless saying, how can you tell in the snow? 6 minutes left to play in the game. 4th down, less than a yard. The Giants trailing in this game, 30-6, going to go for it.
I love seeing him throw it here. What's the difference?
Hammond and Coder. Coder, and he got the first down with yards to spare. 1st and 10 for the Giants across the 50-yard line. Phillips coming up to make the stop.
Doug Coder right up the middle. He's going to be stopped by Ray Phillips, a rookie out of Nebraska. And Coder, again, most important thing, as I've said, is keeping your balance.
It's at the 49-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals, 1st and 10. Pisarcik over the middle, and Robinson's got it, and he is pulled out at the 25-yard line.
Viciously pulled down by Lamar Parrish. Jimmy Robinson, just on the post pattern, from the end zone. He's got the time. I say Pisarcik has really thrown the ball well. There's Robinson wide open, and Lamar Parrish puts a good hit on him.
So the Giants have a drive underway here. 1st and 10 at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Cincinnati 30 and the Giants 6.
Might be the first game in the National Football League all year long where we haven't seen a turnover.
It's a turnout, and it is completed on the far side, taken by Ed Marshall. Is at the 21-yard line. Lamar Parrish, the cornerback over there. Picked up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6.
Robinson bringing in a play to Pisarcik.
Coder and Hammond in the backfield for the Giants. Pisarcik quarterbacking.
Mike! Mike! Mike!
Takes the handoff, play action, and guns it. And it is incomplete at the 7-yard line. Perkins could not hold on.
Right on the numbers.
Lamar Parrish in the snow.
He should have had that one, Lindsey. You won't have an easier catch under these conditions. Lamar Parrish, big, broad grin.
Emery Moorhead has brought in the next play to Pisarcik, who is 16 for 31. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the game. Pisarcik throwing. Hammond has it. Out of bounds about the 17. Ray Phillips on the tackle.
Here it is, play action, and not too much of a thing on play action here because they did blitz on this situation. They got a man-to-man setup. Ray Phillips covering the back, pushes him out.
Another 4th down circumstance now for the Giants. 4th and 2 at the 17. Pisarcik calling the play on the huddle now. Bengals are leading 30-6 over the Giants with 4:16 left. Pisarcik upended. Johnny Perkins.
Was he hit?
1st and 10 Giants.
I tell you, he got upended and really hit right on his neck.
Ken Riley made the hit.
And the Giants are a little bit upset. You thought it was a completed pass. He really got a shot there. Ruled incomplete.
Ruled incomplete is right, and the ball goes over. Look at it.
There's Marshall. He hit right on his head. Did not have control of it. That's Johnny Perkins. He goes up for the ball. He's hit. You must have it for lead. As soon as he comes down, he loses the football.
And so the ball goes over to the Cincinnati Bengals on the incompletion. They'll take it 1st and 10. Have it at their own 17-yard line with 4:07 to play.
I thought it was
complete. Just listen to that. That's just one of the great original hits in this exclusive new Firestone Christmas album. This is a really big collection of all-time favorite Christmas classics with many of the artists who made them famous. It's yours for only $1.69. 8-track tape, $1.99. At Firestone stores and dealers just about everywhere. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You work in the sky with nothing to hold on to but the wind and a cold steel beam. And it's a very long day until a whistle blows telling you it's Miller time. Time for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
First and 10 now with the Bengals. They have the ball at their own 17-yard line. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left to play. Cincinnati 30 and the Giants 6. Pete Johnson up to the 20-yard line before George Martin brought him down. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Cincinnati. Weeb Eubank, former head coach of the New York Jets and general manager, is here as a spectator today.
Oh, and he looks great, too. I talked to him at halftime. He's feeling good.
2nd down and 7 yards to go. And on the snap with quarterback John Reeves in there, it's Bobble. Reeves, the quarterback, and it was Bobble, and Pete Johnson got on the ball.
Fourth quarter, Pittsburgh, 10-point lead over the Jets.
14-yard line back there.
I think that Houston 8-point lead.
Makes it 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
There it is. Houston 14, Kansas City 6.
Reeves is the quarterback. Pete Johnson up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And on 4th down, Pat McAnally, the punter, comes out. Jack Gregory and Gary Jeter made the stop for the Giants. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. We have wound down to 2:25 now. Hammond has dropped back, trying to keep his hands warm.
Well, it's been amazing. No turnovers, and the punters have just been excellent. McAnally got off, what, 65 yards the last time?
He did. They stopped the clock just to get another ball on the field. It'll start again when the ball is marked ready for play. Down to 2:16. And now they're going to let it wind right on down to the 2-minute warning. It's 2:03, 2:02, 2:01, and that's that. We have 2 minutes remaining to be played in this game, which has been played in the snow here in Cincinnati.
This realistic 40-channel CB radio is on sale right now at your nearby Radio Shack for the unbelievable low price of $49.95. That's 50% off our catalog price. And our realistic Model 466 is ready to use on all 40 CB channels. For under $50, get the convenience and security of two-way CB communication today. The sale-priced realistic 40-channel CB radio, only at Radio Shack, a Tandy company.
How much should you expect from a great camera? Polaroid's SX70 lets you shoot automatically, very close, or very far away, in lots of light, or hardly any. Shoot every second and a half, and have beautiful pictures in minutes. No other camera in the world does it all. The SX70 Alpha 1.
We have 2 minutes remaining to be played. Cincinnati, 4th down, has McAnally in to do the punting. Hammond is center deep to receive it for the Giants. Cincinnati is leading by a score of 30-6. 6 punts, and McAnally in the snow has averaged 44 yards, and that is some kind of kicking.
That is fantastic.
Robinson rows up, makes the catch on the run, gets across the 50 to the 45, still going. And is stopped near the 40-yard line of Cincinnati by Bo Harris.
Fine catch on a dead run.
A final score. Atlanta has defeated Tampa Bay 17-0, and this will not be the day that Tampa Bay finally wins.
Well, let's see. 24 straight for Tampa Bay.
It's at the 40-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals in Giant possession. Coder and Spencer are the setbacks. Pisarcik, penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. Incompleted pass intended for Coder. There's a marker at the line of scrimmage. Well, the Rams are leading by a score of 9-0 over Cleveland in the fourth quarter.
Well, and I'll tell you, when the Cincinnati Bengals find this out, you think they're not going to be happy about that. 9-0 Cleveland.
Offside, Cincinnati will make it 1st and 5, and the Giants will move the ball to the Cincinnati 35.
So that'll put Cleveland with the same record as Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh will be all alone. If the Rams can hold on, Pittsburgh will be on top by a game.
First down.
That is if Pittsburgh wins today, and they're leading.
1st down and 5 for the Giants at the Cincinnati 35. 1:44 on the clock. Emery Moorhead's under the wide receiver. Hammond and Coder are the setbacks now.
Well, they haven't moved the chains yet, Lindsay, if it's 1st down.
It's 1st and 5, is what it is.
Let's see.
Pisarcik skids, and now he throws, and it is complete at the 16-yard line. It is Moorhead made the diving catch. Noah. Ken Johnson on the tackle.
There's number 80, Lindsay. Emery Moorhead. He just goes down, turns in over the middle. He's wide open, right on the numbers. He's down, and the Giants may get a score after all.
They have the ball now at the 10-yard line, and it is Pisarcik throwing, and Hammond takes it out of bounds in the corner. Hammond has it at the 1 or 2 yard line. Ken Riley.
Well, Pisarcik again. Play action. And he's got good pass protection this time. He finds Hammond on the outside, and he's going to step out of bounds inside the 3 yard line. 1st and goal.
Giants trying for their 2nd touchdown of the day. You see the time and set. 1:09 just now. Coder right to the goal line, but did not get in apparently. California said stop the clock till we get them all unstacked here. 1 minute, 1 second left.
He looked like he got in, but we do not know. I don't think the referees know actually where the goal line is. Look at him. He's got his hand there, Lindsay. There's the goal line, he says. Right there. Were we over it or not?
That's it. Now the clock is running with 58 seconds left. Cincinnati's leading 30-6. Coder and Hammond. Coder, touchdown.
He got in that time, didn't he?
I thought he did. No signal from the officials, so as you were.
You got to be kidding me. Now let's see. We're right on the line of scrimmage. Here comes Coder. We really can't tell from here whether he got in. Let's take another angle.
The officials say he did not get in.
Well, he looks like he's forward. Momentum went across that goal line from this vantage point, although you cannot really tell. They got a better angle of it there, but it looked as if, if you take 3 or 4 steps, hit into a pile and your momentum's going. And
it's 3rd down. Spencer's in and Hammond is out. 3rd down and inches. Willie Spencer in the left set. Quarterback sneak, Pisarcik, touchdown! This time, Pisarcik kept it and took it in for the touchdown.
They go for 2.
So it's 30-12. 15 seconds left to play in the game. Conversion attempt coming.
This Pisarcik on a quarterback sneak off the right side behind Hickson. Right guard John Hicks.
Joe Danello is to attempt a conversion with Larry Mallory holding.
Now the big plays in the first half has been the story of this ball game. Anderson's 3 touchdown passes. He had completed 4 out of 4 for 3 touchdown passes. Nobody rushed the extra point.
Kick is good. And so, with 15 seconds left to play in the game, it is Cincinnati 30 and the Giants 13.
Can I get you something else?
Yeah. An ambulance.
Americans overeat more than anyone. But what's really getting fat is the cost of health care.
Oh, one more piece won't hurt, dear.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield plans have programs to hold costs down. But everybody needs to help.
Son, when you eat like this, I just love you to death.
There is no free lunch. Sooner or later, we all pay for it.
All of us helping each other.
This drop is too little to cover the head of a match. Yet this is enough adhesive, super strong, super fast to lift 2.5 tons. It's Duro Super Glue. A drop will do to mend jewelry, ceramics, rubber, and glass in only 10 seconds. It truly is super strong and super fast. Super Glue. A drop will do. Super Glue. A product of Loctite Technology.
Danello is kicking off the Giants, tries an onside kick. Scramble is on in the snow, but Bengals appear to have retained possession of the ball at about the 48-yard line of the Giants. 11 seconds on the clock. First and 10 for the Bengals in Giant territory at the 48. Cincinnati leading by a score of 30-13.
I'll tell you one thing, I live about 100 miles from here in Louisville. It's going to take me about 10 hours to get home tonight.
Reeves is still quarterbacking in relief of Ken Anderson. Griffin and Johnson. 2 whistles, a little contact, a little of this and that. And now the clock is running. We're at 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's that. The gun sounds ending the ball game. Cincinnati Bengals are now 6-5, and the Giants are 4-7. And a game that was played for the most part in the snow, and that is a final. Cincinnati 30, the Giants 13 at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. And they head now into the tunnel, leads to the locker rooms and the warmth of the dressing rooms after having spent the afternoon here on a snow-covered field. It snowed throughout the ball game, having snowed this morning, and then it started again early in the ball game and snowed throughout, and it was played mostly on a snow-covered field.
We put a little blue jean in everything we make.
First 100 years, all we grew here was Levi's blue jeans. Helped the West grow strong. But now we've added a whole new crop. New fabrics, new colors, new styles. Of course, the roots still go right down to these blue jeans. So folks know they're getting Levi's quality. Because here at Levi's, we put a little blue jean in everything we make.
Now Black & Decker has come along with a handyman's helper that's mighty strong. It's small and light, but it pulls its weight. It's the super incredible Workmate. Yeah, it's more than a bench and more than a vise. It's got both things working, and that's kind of nice. You can pound on it, a saw on it, a plane of door on it, and a whole lot more. Yeah, when you're alone and there's work to do, the Workmate'll help you see it through.
Pittsburgh leading.
Final score here this afternoon, 30-13, as the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Giants. And here are the scores. Final score, Atlanta defeated Tampa Bay by a score of 17-0.
24 straight losses for the Buccaneers. Let's see if we can pick up some other scores. I think L.A. is leading Cleveland. That's a big game for Cincinnati.
Final score.
Final score, 9-0 over Cleveland. So that means that Pittsburgh, I think they were leading. They'll be a game in front by themselves.
New England in the fourth quarter is leading the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 14-0. And Pittsburgh and the New York Jets. Pittsburgh is leading 23-20 in the fourth quarter.
If the Jets could pull that out, everybody will be tied. Unbelievable.
Minnesota is still leading the Green Bay Packers by a score of 13-6 in the third quarter.
And the Bears would love to see the Packers score there, wouldn't they? They would be tied if Green Bay could win. The Bears would be tied with Minnesota for the league lead.
Houston 14-6.
Hello, everybody. Alaska, tough on people, tough on oil filters. So we took Motorcraft oil filters to Alaska, testing them in 50 GM, Chrysler, and Ford cars and trucks. After 6 rugged months of Alaskan pipeline country, from winter's freeze to the hot, choking dust of summer, only one oil filter couldn't take the punishment. This is Lowell Thomas reminding you, no matter what you drive, wherever you drive, ask for Motorcraft oil filters from Ford. Tested tough in Alaska. So long.
America, you've been changing.
Coming, going, changing, growing, the things that make up life.
Why is Bank AmeriCard becoming Visa? To keep up with you.
You're traveling, you're moving, you're taking more from life.
Today you need money that's good around the corner, all across America, and in 117 countries around the world. That's why Bank AmeriCard is becoming Visa, the most widely recognized card in the world. Visa, we're keeping up with you.
Here at Cincinnati, the final score was the Cincinnati Bengals 30 and the New York Giants 13. A game played in the snow at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. So the Cincinnati Bengals have a record of 6 wins and 5 losses. The New York Giants have a record of 4 wins and 7 losses. Produced by Charles Milton III.
There's 3 of them like him. I'd like to see it, right?
Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning. Stay tuned as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
A monster that thrilled the nation is back, and he holds the fate of a beautiful girl in his hands. Don't miss the return of the Incredible Hulk tomorrow night on CBS.